What up, everybody? I want to start this video off by saying shout out and salute to the brother Kwame Brown. He continues to drop these flames, to drop these jewels that the black community needs to hear, especially these young black men, young black women as well. But these young black men definitely need to hear these jewels and also needs to see these videos that Kwame Brown does, and especially when he has these interactions with people like Hassan Campbell, so that he can use this as a teaching moment. Like Hassan Campbell is essentially the poster child for like cautionary tales. So I know a lot of people spoke out, or a lot of people have made videos in regards to the whole Kwame Brown and the Hassan Campbell situation. But I wanted to weigh in myself and put my, spin or perspective on it as well. Um, First and foremost, I have to say that, we need to take mental illness serious. We have to really take mental illness seriously and, stop taking it lightly. Take it very serious because it's real. It's the elephant in the room, and a lot of times when it comes to the black community. But mental illness is real, and we have to take it and approach it in that very way. That way, we can acknowledge it and take the necessary steps into perhaps dealing with it, and also just making whatever corrections or whatever just build on that and just basically make whatever necessary modifications so that we can improve as a people. That being said, Hassan Campbell's behavior over the years on YouTube has been just unacceptable. I mean, to be honest, and but at the same time, again, it's clear that something is wrong with him, and whatever happened in his childhood as opposed to how he grew up, this him being molested, he admits it himself that he's been molested as a kid. These things are very traumatizing to people, and some people never really get that trauma outside of their head. So in that respect, I hope the brother gets whatever help he needs to get, but that does not give you the excuse to behave erratically. Like, it doesn't. Like, I mean, unacceptable behavior is unacceptable behavior regardless of whatever your upbringing is. We still have to point out bad behavior and call it what it is. Call it ace a ace and a spade a spade. So I'm saying all this to say that this whole situation with him going at Kwame Brown, getting all emotional, and everything like that, it's like, come on, bro. You have a whole family, you have a wife, you have children, and you're 44 years old. Yet you're getting online beefing with people that, ain't trying to beef with you. They're basically trying to reach out to you and give you whatever help you need to get. But everything is all, it's like you want to put on this persona like a thug, like you're this gangster or something like that, walking around with jewelry on, and going to the hood and trying to give out that bad boy gangster image. And it's like, bruh, you're 44 years old, you have children, you have a wife, you have a full-fledged family, and it's like, you need to, I mean, bro, come on, take care of your family, man. I'm not saying you're not doing that, but why you gotta, go out there and in the streets and do all of that, conduct yourself in that manner. I mean, it's dangerous out there, man. Like, and you're doing all this for what? For clout or for YouTube views, subscribers? I mean, that's stupid, man. That's stupid. And it's like you're putting You're putting yourself in jeopardy when you do that, and it's like you know, where are your morals and your integrity at, man? You know, a lot of this is the problem with a lot of violence that goes on in the inner city as it pertains to young black boys, particularly. All these conflicts could be resolved in a way that's non-violent. But the only problem is a lot of these young boys don't know how to deal with conflict in a way that's rational. They deal with it in an emotional and irrational way. And that's how a lot of them end up, we have a lot of killings that go on in the streets, unfortunately. And Hassan, basically what you're doing is that you're putting it out there that that's your response whenever somebody says something that you don't like. Your response is to just go off and fly off the handle and start saying a whole bunch of crazy stuff like rocking a snot box, for instance. I thought that was kind of funny when I first heard it. But at the same time, on a serious note, it's like that's how you respond, rocking snot boxes and quote unquote turning somebody's TV off. I mean, come on, bro. That gangster talk, man. We have to do better than that. As men, as a man, you're supposed to talk to another grown man with respect. And if you disagree, you just disagree. But you don't have to go all out and start talking violently and threatening to do whatever. Oh, I'm gonna come to your city and we can fight. I'm gonna beat your ass or whatever the case may be. It's all this stuff is just unnecessary. We don't need to talk like that. And we as black men, we need to be more we need to be able to have dialogue and discussion without all of the animosity, without all of the emotional responses. Like, you don't have to get emotional like that. If somebody disagrees with you, they're well within their right to do so. But agree to disagree and move on. I mean, it's not that serious. It's not. I mean, it's not that hard. But again, some people just, when you grow up without a male figure, particularly a father in the household, who shows you that that you need to deal with conflict in a rational way. You need to be able to think critically about, if I respond like this, there could be potentially be consequences, whether it lands me in jail or whether it lands me in prison, or excuse me, whether it lands me in the grave. Either way, there are consequences to your actions. A lot of these young boys don't have that father figure, that voice to tell them that's how they deal with conflict. Instead, they just react emotionally because that's the energy that's around them for the most part. A bunch of overly emotional young boys out here in the street, and that's why these numbers are absolutely staggering as it pertains to homicides amongst black youth. This is the elephant in the room, but this is what needs to be addressed. This needs to be talked about, and the more and more we talk about it, the more we can potentially come up with solutions as it pertains to preserving our lives here in America. It's too many. We lost too many lives out here in the streets because of the type of behavior that Hassan Campbell continues to basically put on display on YouTube. We don't have to be like that. We can just have conversation with another grown man, and it can be respectful. It doesn't have to be all of that. All of that. Yeah, I'm gonna do this to you. I see you. Blah blah blah. Nah, you don't have to act like that. I want to be able to have any conversation with a black man and it not be all that yelling and all this emotional energy going on. It doesn't have to be like that. You can have a constructive conversation with another black man without all that nonsense. So shout out to Kwame Brown once again for, I mean, for basically for exposing Hassan Campbell for what he really is. Even though people who've known Hassan Campbell or who followed him before already knew it. It's nothing really new, but at the same time, this is like it really, really, really just reached a boiling point, and I guess it really just the more Hassan Campbell like you know just talks or get on social media, I mean get on YouTube, go on somebody else's platform, the more and more he does that, his colors continue to be revealed. Continues to unravel, and it's just gonna it's just, I mean, at this point it is what it is. And so shout out to Kwame Brown once again for just like, for at least while he basically put Hassan Campbell in his place and just barbecued him. At the same time, there's a sense of compassion with it as it pertains to, we need to pray for Hassan Campbell, or we need to hope that he gets the help that he needs, because I I don't hate the brother. I don't even know Hassan, but I wish he would get better. I pray that he gets better, but he needs to take it upon himself, if that's what he wants to do, to take whatever steps he needs to take to heal. And I don't know, but that's all I have to say. What do you guys think? Do you think that Hassan Campbell needs the help? I mean, it's evident that he does, but do you think at this point that it's too late for him to seek help, or do you think he still has time? I mean, he's 44 years old. He's not like super old, so I think he has a lot more living to do. But at the same time, he needs to do it not only for himself, but he needs to get the help for the sake of his children and his family, his wife and everybody involved, because because if he keeps conducting himself like that, ain't no telling what's going to happen. So anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to Kwame Brown. Shout out to the homie Melee all day. Shout out to who else? Shout out to Self Talk, and shout out to Gravity Takeout. I've been watching these brothers' videos, and I must say I'm very impressed, because everything is with them. It's about, it's a teaching moment with each and every last one of them, and every last one of them are out there spreading the positive message. So shout out to all those brothers. If you go to their channel, if you've never been to their channel before, I recommend you go out there and check their channels out, and subscribe to those brothers' channels as well. And also subscribe to my channel if it's your first time seeing my video, and I'm gonna keep the content coming. Right now I'm just getting started with this YouTube thing, but hey, come to the video, like if you like it. If you like what you see, just click the like button and subscribe. And with that being said, thanks for listening to me, and I'm out.